Hello.
Hey. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
How's it going?
Still alive after a weekend of Winnipeg.
Right? This episode, you guys, is
Amazeballs.
so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
We actually did go out to Winnipeg to go hang out with Northern Royals and Ex Omerta. Our records came in. So this episode, we're doing signatures, talking about how this came to be, all that kind of stuff.
The relationship between Northern Royals and Ex Omerta.
And just the Winnipeg scene in general.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring Zane home. So yeah, this one was a lot of fun for us. Basically our first on... No, it's not our first on location, because we did the Skull Creek Studios one. So
but this is the first on location that we did by ourselves.
That's right. So because of that, we did get some outside help. So some sponsors, which would be one of them, Prehistoric Productions, were kind enough to lend us some not audio equipment, video equipment,
video gear. Yep. So the main camera that you'll see is coming from their camera,
right? And so here's Prehistoric Productions link at the bottom here to their website. You know, they're doing music videos. They were a guest on the show a few weeks back.
Awesome guys.
So there was that. Tell the story of the audio sponsor.
Yeah. So we are driving to Winnipeg, but we had to stop at a stoplight in Yorkton, Saskatchewan.
And the one stoplight in Yorkton?
There's one stoplight. We had to stop at it, and I glanced over at this store, and it said something about audio equipment and podcast, or I don't know. I didn't even know what the sign said exactly, but I pointed at it, and Joel's like, well, what are you pointing at? I'm like, a music store. Okay, that's cool, whatever. And we keep driving. And then Joel goes, we should stop in. We have time. Well, what are we stopping in for? I don't know. Maybe they have something for us. Maybe.
Something that we could use, maybe, potentially.
Yeah, so we turn around, stop in the store, talk to the staff, and I kind of lay out the scenario of the audio equipment we could use in the future. And talking to the owner, we explain who we are, what the podcast is. One of the employees from the store yells out, "Hey, did you guys do that episode with Durwood?" And we're like, yeah. Oh, yeah, watch that one. So Joel and I look at each other. Yes, we're famous in Yorkton.
Holy crap, people are watching the show.
Yeah. So
thank you for that, you guys.
In talking to Garth, the owner of Saddles and Steel, which is a store in Yorkton,
he hooked us up with some an interface.
Yeah.
Like
so
we had
a
5 microphones in this episode. I think there was 8 of us in the room at once, but like we got we needed something to plug all the mics into, so he hooked us up with that.
Yeah.
For a shout out on this episode. So
that was a random stop, which worked out perfectly. So Garth,
thanks you guys in
man.
Yorkton. Go check out that store.
Yep.
Saddles and Steel, music productions, and then also. Yeah, go to funkymooserecords.ca to get your copy of this Northern Royals EP that we're distributing.
Yeah, there are a few bundles left that come with a toque, a sticker, and a Polaroid, and a signed copy of the record. The records themselves are also available for $29.95. The bundle is $59.95. And with that, I think...
Yeah, enjoy the show.
Check it out. Hey, I'm Mark.
I'm Joel.
These episodes of the Sit Down Podcast are brought to you by Funky Moose Records.
Subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and ring the bell, because it really helps us out, you guys.
And check out funkymooserecords.ca for all your used and new records, and accessories.
And merch. 2, 3. There. Good. Now we're started. So,
is that like the
hello?
director?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I gotta get one of
Take
those with
one.
like a funky moose logo on it or something. We're constantly doing that clap.
Alright.
So, I'll be doing the intro back at home too. So we're just diving right into this, you
All right.
guys. So
Scene one, take one. Here we go.
fucking rights. Thank you guys for letting us come here. As the people at home know, I hope they know, because we talk about it all the time, how we did a distribution deal with you guys and got I know, right? So for those of you at home, we didn't like the top of the box is open, but nobody saw what the record is. So this episode, what we're gonna do, you guys, we're just gonna hang out. We do have 30 records that we want to get your guys' signatures on for the pre-sale packages that we were selling on the website. So like if you want to dive right in, go ahead and pull a record out.
Right
and-
off the bat, we're
and-
going right
and
into it.
dive right into it, you guys.
Let's
We're all
do
just having a
it.
good time.
Put on your best surprise face.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
If there's one open, that's mine.
Oh,
he
look
cheated,
at
right?
that.
You guys don't get
Come on, pass it down the line. Pass it down the line.
Ooh,
So
very
you
sexy.
go ahead, take the plastic off because we got to get them autographed anyways, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, we gotta take all the plastic off, I guess.
Yeah, that's the fun, right?
Shit.
Actually, pass a couple over here too,
Yeah.
Ismail.
That one's mine too. That one's also mine.
I get all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, don't pull it. Don't pull it out yet.
Don't pull it out.
No.
That's what she said.
Oh,
I get that. When?
set you up for that, didn't I? I want to hold one of these in my hand. Look at that.
It's actually like hold it here. Like so much better than I thought.
Yeah?
Well, I didn't think it'd be shit.
Yeah, you had low expectations or what?
Don't do it.
It's gonna be
Oh,
shit.
here we go.
Mark, you want to give a shout out to who did the pressing?
Yeah, the pressing was done at Precision Pressing in Toronto, and the artwork. Maybe we should give a shout out to who designed everything.
I don't think I've seen it.
Sure. So originally the concept art and the icons came from Kendra, who drew them, and then they went to Riri Draws, who kind of digitized a lot of it, and then Adam Hallstrom. What's this thing called? Pollution
Lake.
Lake Media.
Show it to the camera.
I'm putting on a show, man.
He wants to be aloof.
Yeah. So he put it all on the fucking vinyl and everything like that. So Adam's our go-to graphic and design guy now.
Yeah, Adam is actually our go-to
Oh,
design guy
wow.
too now. He designed the
Those
Moose
old
Fest
lyrics?
posters. And
Ooh.
Adam
Yeah.
is the man.
yeah,
Adam.
He is.
Let's look for all the spelling errors in the lyrics now. We never edited these, or reviewed them.
Oh man,
Fuck, look at this.
this is insane.
missed that part.
This is insane. I never thought this would ever be a thing. This is so cool.
Glossier than I thought, too, eh?
It is.
Is it too glossy?
Is it too glossy? Is it
It
too
can't
late
ever
to
be too
return
glossy.
these?
No, the shinier the better. Yeah.
Also,
If you have some steel wool, I can buff that up for you.
Even
the polyline black sleeves, yeah.
That's an
those are
analog
fucking dope.
distortion that way.
And like line too. Like I literally don't see that.
Super impressed. This is awesome. Thank you guys.
These
Yeah,
are so
this is
weird
all-
to read out of context.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Like, just with
no.
all the
Oh
spacing
no.
and, like,
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
You're crossing a line.
Take a shot for every time "Oh no" is said in that song. Holy fuck.
Do a little bit of slam poetry throwdowns or what?
I do need the microphone. How could this not happen? If you guys didn't make the kick-ass music that you made, this wouldn't have happened. So, like, it goes to you. The credit's to you guys, man. You guys made all the decisions of, like, the images and everything going on here. So, like, don't thank us, man. We just got a little rinky-dink moose there in the corner. That's all that is. That's pretty sweet.
I mean, this. No. Realistically, though, this never would have happened without you guys. So,
Camera
It's-
guy, can you
it's-
zoom in on the record?
yeah.
There is no camera guy.
Thank you.
He's not there. We didn't hire a camera guy.
So now we need some signatures on
Yes.
these bad
Right.
boys.
Oh,
So we need 30
the
of these
first one.
autographed for the ones who purchased the pre-sale.
You need to talk to the microphone.
Wait,
Need
guys.
30.
Where's ours?
of these signed. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. I suppose.
I'm
right.
sorry.
We've got Scott and Dale in house from Ex Omerta too. What I love about this, you guys, is the camaraderie that Winnipeg, Manitoba has in the music scene. Like, you guys at home, take a look at this. You got two rival bands, and they're in the same room.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
We're here to
man.
win.
I love it.
We're better than you.
We brought our
Where's our
switchblades.
record?
No, I forgot mine. Wait.
Yeah,
I'm at home now.
sabotage all the pressing.
Is there lots in the box?
Yeah.
So while they're signing these, I have a question for you guys. So
Yeah.
a little birdie told me that pre-COVID, you guys were doing acoustic sets at a strip club in Winnipeg here. Is that
Oh
true?
yeah, the Marion.
On Sundays.
Yeah.
For real? I gotta hear about this some more. Does this place still exist?
It does. We were just offered another gig for like the following, or like multiple gigs over the next 2 weeks, but we can't make them work.
Oh, dude.
But you know, I can teach you a couple chords if you.
We're still doing our annual strips and rips for Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
So
That is so deadly.
the Lord's Day.
Well, the funny story, you talk about camaraderie. Scott and Dale and Kendra and I play in a cover band together, and we've also played as this band in the said strip club that you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the most exciting part about it is all the dudes in the building notice that there's like some kerfuffle behind the stage and that something is going to be coming out afterwards after the lead performance is done, and then they see that it's two dudes carrying acoustic guitars or four people carrying drums and guitars, and the look of disappointment.
If you've ever had a party ruined by a dude with an acoustic guitar, like picture that times 50 when the strippers are getting ready and then we walk up.
So we're doing the front side, right? Cody's going ahead with the signing on the front side. That's how it's gonna go.
Oh, that's a hell of a signature.
First one. There we go.
Nice.
So I missed that. Did you guys take off your clothes?
Well, contractually we have to.
I thought so.
It's part of the gig.
It is a strip club.
Yeah, we don't get paid our $25 if we don't.
Each?
Yeah.
Oh.
Minus beverage costs.
Oh, yes.
And
Cover.
Cover.
this one's not the best.
I got a bunch here. You can
Oh yeah, this one's much better.
Anywhere, I guess.
Wherever you want.
It's your record.
Oh, I have a request, you guys too.
Yeah.
So one of these is for me. So if I would like a special shout out on one of these signatures to Joelle and Janelle, would be awesome, you guys.
It's gonna cost extra.
And Kemper will,
Double the price.
double the price, yeah, for sure. And there are some special designated ones. Do you want one autographed to you? Yeah. Shh, never mind. No, but one of our buddies, a fellow YouTuber, shout out to Frank at 33 RPM.
Yes.
He doesn't know this, but we want to. He does like reviews of vinyl and stuff like that on his channel. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, well, we're gonna get him to do his professional review on it, so hopefully it's a good review. But yeah, if we can get one autographed to 33 RPM, channel 33 RPM, that'd be dope.
Is anyone counting these?
No,
No, but
We
then,
need
like,
30.
piling up, we probably need to start signing.
I'm thinking there's 25
And I'm afraid
in there. I think.
they're gonna smudge, so we might have to lay them out somewhere. Yeah, let them dry.
Oh,
Are they
are
gonna
these like
smudge?
gel sharpies?
Maybe.
It won't after like 10 minutes or
I,
something.
yeah, I'm just afraid that
But it will.
they will. Yeah.
Just lay them out.
Okay, stop. You
In,
should do it too fast.
So eager.
Sweet, that one's
Charlie?
to Charlie.
What?
No, that's dope. That's
Is that what you
cool.
said?
Should we number them? No, eh?
I'd say no.
We're saying no. We disagree.
Yeah, we're the sounding board for questions.
I love it.
For those not on video, Ex Omerta just put 2 records into their backpacks. Also, they do carry backpacks.
You know what? Where else would I put my apple?
I also carry a backpack. Your Apple?
My apple. Just my one. I bring a whole backpack for one apple.
Oh.
And a bottle
See, I feed him.
How big's the
I watched a video the other day of John Cena doing distance, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Hold on. I don't.
You do it.
I got
Get it
side,
on there. All over. I can edit, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who missed it.
Yeah. So the other day I went down a rabbit hole watching a video of John Cena signing 3,000 WrestleMania posters, and he has like assistants stacking them, like so his shoulder doesn't get sore. Like 'cause he starts and they're too low, and he's like, no, we got to raise these. My shoulder's gonna get gassed. And yeah, he does it, and like he's like a machine, like same signature every time, and like he doesn't even flip me as a guy, like flipping them for him, and he's just
What a weakling.
Wow.
yeah, I know. What a coward.
What a coward.
My signature is definitely not going to be consistent.
Oh.
Just kidding. They're perfectly
They need to be
consistent.
verified.
It's
More
just
original.
artistic creativity.
Spur of the moment.
Yeah.
There are 9 people in this band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Is
not
that
bad.
all the signatures?
Is that all of them? How many do we got there?
It looks so cool with the gold sharpie.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's everyone's.
Eric Bruce.
Missing one.
I'm missing both.
The secret Northern Royals member.
So this one, set that one aside for now.
Where'd you put it?
Maybe.
It's all ghostwritten.
What'd
How
you
about
lose?
on the
Your wallet?
No,
I got it. I got it.
in there?
It's got to be in that cushion there.
There's one right here
This
on the
one's
table.
done.
That's a
not working very well.
We want gold.
We're on here.
I love gold.
Okay, I think.
I
what
think
I'm
it's
gonna
such
do
a-
is I'm gonna get up and I'm going to.
Can I paint as you who gold?
Yes.
that box there. Is that Kendra?
It's kind of my thing.
Sampling that. Please leave that in the episode.
I'm gonna go at the. I'm gonna go on.
That's an
side,
exo
the
sample
ones
now.
that are, like completed. I'm gonna put them in the laundry room
Okay.
so that we don't get them all confused.
So Cody, are you guys gonna like still go ahead with the name change?
So you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will soon be called Scotch Children. XO Junior.
We're paying you a lot of money for that.
Is there one sign for me yet?
This is it.
No, we need one for Mark.
Do to Mark and Jennifer.
Son of a beeswax.
Okay,
whole time.
I'm going over here, and then whichever ones are signed, I'll put away.
This is like the marker packet all over again.
I know. At least somebody told you soon.
For those not with video, Mark's next to me, holding the mic for me. Appreciate that, Mark.
It's very nice of you.
Reminds me of John Cena.
Hey,
Mark?
you guys, so can you guys tell us like what's going on in the music scene in Winnipeg now that like everything's we're not on lockdown anymore, obviously?
We're about to find out.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
Northern
it's been-
Royals has been booked for 3 festivals. So a lot of outdoor gigs to start with, but September 11th, we're finally hitting an indoor venue with these guys right here and Spencer, who's not here.
Yep.
So yeah, things are just kind of getting back to normal very slowly. Mostly outdoor at the moment, but
Yeah, because when we rolled in at the border, there's a big sign that says if you're not vaccinated, you have to quarantine for 14 days. I get that, but then we get to the hotel, you need to wear a mask. In Saskatchewan, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And we had to show our proof of vaccination.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a thing in Saskatchewan either.
Yeah.
No, you just go in.
Yeah, I
As
think
if-
it's
as
a
if
lot
nothing
of
ever happened.
a lot of the individual places here are just choosing to do that right now. It seems.
Well, yeah, but we do have the different public health regulations than they do.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the regulation is you don't need a mask, but the business
Yeah.
or the place that you're going into can decide whether or not they want you to have the mask. on
Yeah.
or not.
Exactly.
I think
yeah.
like the big stadium like events, like a Jets game or baseball game. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
And then for restaurants and stuff like there's like an app that you can scan for like customers coming in to see if they've been vaccinated, but like I haven't seen anybody use it in
Oh.
practice. So it'd be nice
Yeah.
to see that happen a bit more. But so the rules are there.
I just
But
heard.
this is just like in general. Yeah, not in general, not for like stores and that sort of thing, but like certain restaurants or all restaurants.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I do feel like the Bombers Stadium, the CFL Stadium, everything is mask off. They're having huge gatherings with
Yep.
with no masks because it's you have to be double vaccinated to get in.
Mm.
but it's like considered an outdoor venue because it's all wide open.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
Jets games will be different.
Yeah.
You'll have to be wearing a mask, at least in the common areas. That's what I heard on the radio.
Right. Jets game would probably be easier to police. I feel like when you start making it a suggestion or a recommendation, it's like saying like, well, we recommend that you like wear a seatbelt or don't murder
Well,
anybody. But
that's what it is in Saskatchewan now. Every business, all
Yeah.
the businesses that I've been to have a thing on the door that says masks are recommended.
yeah,
So
yeah.
guess what's happened?
Nobody wears them.
No one wears a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
exactly. So we'll see what's to come in terms of local shows here with
Yeah.
with those rules. But I don't think that there's been any larger indoor local shows just yet. I don't think anybody's been able to put anything
there's some at
together.
the park.
The
I
only
think coming up in
yeah, there's
November.
some coming up at the park, but
Yeah.
like we're one of the like first indoor shows that's booked that I know of.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I think it might be. I think it's the first for the pyramid that's not more of a like a streamed event because they've done a few of those that are indoors there.
So when
So
we
we
did
get burned at the stake.
Yeah.
So when we did Moose Fest, I was reaching out to a few businesses that for sponsorship, and one of them is I won't name them, but they're a big bank. So it's one of the 5,
Yeah.
and they have a green logo. But
Narrows it down a little bit. Yeah.
So there was a whole bunch of back and forth about, do you want to sponsor? And I got asked a whole bunch of questions, and the last question was like, is it outdoors or indoors? And well, it's going to be indoors. Oh well, then we can't sponsor because they're their mandate, I guess.
policies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that kind of sucked, but I mean,
yeah.
Seems like they should have led with that question.
yeah, I think so.
Right.
Because that was not just one email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say to your point earlier, I'm surprised actually because here in Manitoba, most places don't require masks, but I'm still walking into those places and everyone's wearing masks.
Yeah. There
Employees
seems to be a lot of that.
and
Yeah.
customers too.
Yeah.
But
I
your
forgot-
but your lockdown lifted what, a week ago?
Yeah, last Saturday.
Yeah.
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 Give it a few more days.
Yeah, no, I know. And there's been times where I've even forgot my mask. I feel so weird walking in. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone's wearing a mask
Everyone's
and I'm not.
looking
I'm
at you.
like, is this legal?
Right. Right. But especially at the bars and the restaurants and things like that, it gets to 9:00, 9:30, and all of a sudden there's a lot less
Yeah.
face coverings in
Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
Yeah.
No more dancing in the seats.
Where's mine?
We're still waiting. We're still waiting for your e-transfer for yours, Mark.
Okay, good.
I'm not going to comment.
But we should probably say too where people can get these if they want them.
No, that's fine. They'll stay in your basement.
Copy.
Yeah. Like all other merch just builds up. and
Yeah.
builds up.
Yeah, you build it up. It
Yeah.
looks good.
I
You-
saw a few boxes of merch here. Like I don't know if I can show.
Yeah, it's in the bundle. You can show that.
So this, I don't know if the camera can see this.
Ooh.
Oh, I was asking Joel, but he just walked by. Can the camera see this?
Chanel blocked it, then Joel.
Okay. So this is a toque here, and there's
I seen a marker.
what else do you have there?
We got stickers,
Stickers, right?
Polaroids.
Polaroids. The Polaroids that are happening right now. Stickers. Ooh. These are
Ooh.
nice. I like these.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh, I caught a
Yep.
glimpse. I'm satisfied. It's a good sticker.
Our friend Meg at Sunkissed Merch. Is it merch? Sunkissed? Uh-oh.
Sunkissed Thrift.
Sunkissed Thrift.
Yeah.
Oh, fan over
Meg
there.
knows
Sorry,
who
Meg.
her
Got a
true
fan.
friends are now.
Exactly.
Meg.
You beat me later for that. Meg made all these stickers, and she's just a good friend of ours who does a lot of like thrifting and upcycling. So we really appreciate her.
You say upcycling?
Yeah.
What is? I don't think I've ever heard that term. Is that like?
Like she thrifts and then bleach dyes those shirts, or she thrifts shirts and then puts like a logo on, or like some whatever kind of print she does.
That's
She
buying
makes
old,
them better.
Yeah.
buying old stuff
Oh,
and
cool.
then trying to sell it for new.
Am I
Yeah.
just like out of touch? Is that a new thing? New term?
Yeah.
Upcycling?
Who are you?
Upcycling, yeah.
That's like a very common term.
I thought you were telling me
Oh,
you
no.
didn't know about Meg's business. I was like, what?
What else don't I know?
Teach me.
She thrifts and then makes it more exciting and resells it.
She makes all of our clothes.
Yeah.
I pretty much only wear Meg clothing.
Yeah.
It's my New Year's resolution.
How long was your drive out here?
With or without the time difference. So for those not watching, Evan was asking. He doesn't have a microphone.
They can hear me.
Yeah.
How long was your drive out here?
The drive was longer than expected, actually.
Because Mark drives like an old man.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, and the fact that we stopped in Yorkton, maybe we should shout out Saddles and Steel, because this little mix board next to me.
Yeah, tell that story.
Funny story. We drive out here, and we were stopping at the lights in Yorkton, because there's only one set of lights. And there's a music store there. And I point at it, and Joelle was like, "What are you pointing at?" I said, "Music store." "Oh, yeah, well, whatever." And then we drive by. It's like, maybe we should just stop in and say hi. We have time. So we stop in and chat it up. And because we've been talking about getting some sort of interface that we can have, multiple microphones going into one thing.
Sweet.
Because the camera that we use there has 2 XLR inputs,
Yeah.
but we have 4 microphones. So we were looking for some sort of interface to put into there. Nothing serious that we were looking for, but we walk in and, hey, do you have something like this? How much does it cost? So this guy shows up with this, and Joelle and I look at each other like, well, that's maybe a little overkill, but whatever. And then
It's nice.
Yeah, it's actually
That's a really nice interface.
and then so he gave us the price, and we were like, oh, that's maybe a little whatever. This is not what we came here to buy, so whatever. And then Joel says, well, how about you give us this for the weekend, and on the drive back, we'll just bring it back, see how it goes. And the guy's like, and then in exchange for a shout out, which I'm doing now on the show, he goes like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
He actually knew who we were.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So we were talking to the owner, and all of a sudden, the guy at the counter, he shouts out from the store. He goes like, "Hey, did you do the episode with Durwood?" We're like, yeah. Oh yeah, watch that one. So
Cool.
Oh,
Right
that's
on.
awesome.
I guess that was kind of the solidifying factor that the
Yeah,
boss was like, "Oh,
totally.
these guys are legit."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this is like pretty versatile too. Because if you guys ever, I don't know if you do any like smaller like live performance stuff on air during your podcast. But,
Not-
like you could mic up like a whole little small band.
That's eventually that will be the plan.
Yeah.
But we haven't.
That was actually kind of the plan from the start. But
Give
we've
him a
never been
microphone.
able to do
Kyle.
it, right?
Microphone.
Yeah, we've never been able to do it because of like things like COVID and
Yeah.
all that kind of, and unequipped to do so. I think the first time we had in-house was Kit from Cadillac.
Yeah.
He came out with the acoustic guitar. He did 3 songs, I think, that episode, which was pretty sweet. So that was like new for every time we do this show. It's something new. We do it on a
That's
weekly
awesome.
basis. We started it pre-COVID. I shit you not, man. Every week it's like, well, let's try this or let's do this different, or it's never been. We've done episodes back to back, like 2 in one night, and even those 2 were different.
Different,
It's just
yeah,
like, holy
yeah.
frick, man.
That's
That's
awesome.
It's
cool.
never been
Yeah.
consistent. So
Keep
we
it
still
exciting.
have we're still learning. You
Yeah.
know, but it's like last week's episode, the audio. Sorry guys about the audio issues last week. Dead Levy, my apologies. That's all me.
Yeah, draw focus to it, because everyone will
Yeah.
notice.
Go back, go back and watch last week's
Yeah.
episode and see when the audio fixes.
Ooh,
Does it
a little
fix?
game. Maybe you guys make a contest out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Little
And
Easter egg
Put it in
hunt.
the comments
What-
on
yeah.
what time.
what is the
does-
timestamp?
Yeah.
Yep.
The winner.
Yeah.
So that's it. All 30 signed.
Yeah. No, I was gonna
Gets
say.
bragging rights.
Yeah, I was gonna say gets a Northern Royals record, but no, sorry, you have to buy that.
Yeah.
Pay for that.
Those are
Yeah.
expensive.
Those are
Exactly.
If you have to ask how much they cost, you can't afford it.
More than you can afford, pal.
Kidding.
Wow.
Where do they? How much are they? $29.95. Cheap.
Where can you get it?
FunkyMooseRecords.ca.
Yeah, and there's a big banner on the homepage too.
I was like .com or .ca.
Don't put the question mark.
Oh, right on.
He was just
Not .org?
emphasizing that they're Canadian.
.ca or .com.
Eh? Hell yeah. So, where's the cocaine and strippers? No, just-
man, Joel,
It's
on the
too
drive
early.
here,
I'm like obsessed with going to see the Peelers, man, because we don't get that. pleasure in Saskatchewan.
Well,
Like at
let's
all?
go.
What do you mean?
After you're done,
There's no strippers in Saskatchewan, man. It's illegal.
Manitobans don't know about this.
What?
What? You can't have liquor and strippers in the same building, so it doesn't work.
Why would you have them in different buildings?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
We live in a fucking five head over here. Yeah.
Didn't
all right,
Saskatchewan?
well, after your other interview, come back and we'll go to strippers.
Saskatchewan didn't have strippers, and then they did, but they couldn't take off their underwear, and then they got rid of them again.
Well, no,
Is that correct?
There's another step in there too, because then I think they could take their underwear off, but you couldn't be selling alcohol there.
Oh,
If there was
interesting.
full nudity, you couldn't have booze there, so then they took out the booze. But
Can-
then what funds a stripper with no booze?
Can Ex Omerta play there acoustically though?
I bet you they can. I wonder. That was in. I think that was in Regina.
No electric guitars allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there one in Saskatoon? Man, the last peelers I went to, I like completely blacked out, got my ass beat, and like I guess I was like asking the bouncer for Coke or something, and they
That's
beat the
how it's
shit out of
done.
me, and I blacked out. I don't
Yeah.
That was like the last time I've ever. That was like 15, 20 years ago. Where? Oh, that's not true. I'm lying.
We went to Lipstick.
That's right. We came
Ooh,
to see.
good
the-
choice.
That's
You went there
literally,
last-
That's right.
that's
last
literally
night?
not even
I know,
5
I
minutes
saw it
away
on the
from
Yeah.
here.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I know that.
Oh.
Good choice.
They all fell asleep on the tables. We got a drink.
Wasn't
Yeah, I didn't even get to finish my drink. The strippers were all sleeping on the table, and
That's a
Joel played
Winnipeg
BLT.
stripper night.
Classic Winnipeg.
wasn't Lipsticks the place that like last year had the stripper with 3 tits show?
Yes,
show up
that's
there?
right.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
she was like she did like
They
she
had
did
the
like a
3
1 week thing there. She was
Yep.
there all week,
Yep.
and I didn't fucking go.
I think that was a few years ago, but still, yes.
I think
it was the
maybe
3
maybe
booth
she comes
stripper.
every year. Maybe she's just
She can't
on
'cause
tours-
COVID, but-
oh yeah, that's damn shame.
I don't know.
No, it's Maybelline.
Yeah,
They
thank you.
stuck it on.
Maybe
in
it's
the middle.
Maybelline.
I guess so,
Basically
yeah.
like Total Recall girl.
can't
Yeah,
say
she had
I'm
like a
versed in
military.
it.
No, that was Dale. I can't take credit for that. I heard Dale say it.
I thought about saying it, and I was like,
I said it into the mic, so
The original audio.
copyright
Wasn't
Dale
me.
McIntyre 2021.
Oh, Winnipeg! Thank you.
Do we need to shout out the beer sponsor?
Sponsored by
Torque
Hang on,
Brewing.
hang on. Here's a microphone.
Actually, not really.
But,
Kyle
like-
just works there and gets to take beer.
Thank you.
This episode.
no,
is
Kyle's
sponsored
getting
by-
caught in 4K right now.
yeah. I'm fired next week.
Kyle's unemployed now.
Yeah. I don't actually get free beer.
Don't tell
I
Torque,
just get free beer.
He's been taking pallets.
but they sponsored this. Don't tell them.
No, huge shout out to Torque. We're actually playing their 5th anniversary party in like a week from
On
now?
Friday.
That's right, and we have a lot of cover songs to learn.
No, we know them all. We're super rehearsed and ready to go.
Like any regular band.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially cover bands.
Your 5th anniversary.
Their Torque's 5th
the
anniversary.
brewery's 5th anniversary.
Northern
I'm not even
Royals-
drinking a fucking Torque right now, but
Northern Royals has actually been around for like
longer than
10
Torque.
years in one form or the other.
The autopilots
Yeah.
as the poster.
Yeah.
Tell you about what? What do you want to know?
How did
Right
it all
from the beginning,
begin?
How did it all begin?
Where'd you
Yes.
guys get your name?
The new name or the old name?
No. Skip that question.
No,
Next question.
Well, the whole beginning of the band thing was Evan and I, like 10, 11 years ago, were playing hockey together, and it just showering together. You know, it was very, very sensual, very cool, very hip,
And I
Pre-COVID.
was like, I'm in.
and no, so just like a conversation in the dressing room at hockey, and it was like, hey, he's like, hey, I played guitar, and I'm like, oh, I play drums, and it was like, oh, we should jam, haha. And then I think like the next game, I'm like, let's actually jam, and here we are, 10 years later.
Still
20,
Still showering.
20 members later, still showering together.
But the $1 million question: do you guys still play hockey?
No. And, well, not that it's a bad thing, but music has literally taken over all my hockey time.
Oh, you fucker! You took my beer. Is that yours? Yeah.
Oh.
That's not a Rasnella. Yeah. I'll have it.
You can have it
I will
after
have
I
it.
have half of it.
No, I'll have it.
So what
Oh,
happened,
ideally.
Within those 9 years?
Thank you, Torque. Thank you, Torque.
You don't want to know. It's
This
a
beer's
long
called
story.
Adagear Season Pale Ale. Pineapple Tropical.
You can only get it if you buy a summer variety pack.
Are you getting paid for this?
Thank you, Kyle.
Actually, though, shout out Torque. Kyle works at Torque, and they've been awesome to us too. Even though Kyle just steals the beer.
That's not true.
Wow.
Rasnillas are my favorite.
Kendra's brother works there too, so we get lots of free beers here.
He Kyle also plays steals beer. full price.
This is actually an intervention.
Just can't stop stealing.
There are Torque beers in our fridge at just any time. Anytime.
Fusion Fest.
That's
yeah.
Friday, yeah.
It was awesome. It was a great time to first time on stage in like 10 months.
Do you want to talk about the sponsors for Fusion Fest?
Were there
Who were the
sponsors for
sponsors?
Fusion Fest?
Torque, yeah. Torque sponsors all the music
Torque and
stuff.
Northern Royals. No.
Yeah. We sponsored.
No,
the
it was super fun to be back on stage again.
Mhm.
Like, and the whole stage show that they provided for the bands was amazing. There was a separate light guy. There was fog machines. There was everything. It was just like.
And all the stars were there.
Yeah, all the stars. I mean, it was a little weird for us because it was 90% punk and metal bands, but
We're definitely concerned about being booed off stage.
yeah.
But seriously,
Again.
because it was
like,
we're
we're
not
not
metal
metal
or
or
punk,
punk,
right? And no, people were awesome.
You guys
the
don't
crowd
think
was
that
amazing.
every time you go on stage?
Well, yeah.
Like,
Well,
Shots fired.
Ex Omerta's here.
I thought we were
I told you guys that
friends.
in private. No, it was awesome that people were going nuts in the crowd, which was amazing. And there's a full production crew there for a video. They're doing some sort of documentary. I don't know. We just signed a bunch of documents and never read them, but
Pretty much.
yeah,
Classic musician.
They come up to us. They come up to us when we're drunk after our show.
Yeah,
and they're
sign
like, hey,
this.
sign this and let us interview you. Oh, okay, sure.
no, they send the documents in advance.
Sign this. You're going to get a great video out of it. It's worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, all right, great video, let's go.
Yeah, but they had like a
Yeah, the
big.
guy showed up for like the last question of the interview,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and then walked away from her as she was asking me the question.
that was a different crew. That was
Oh,
the
that's a different
podcast
crew.
crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Was it
it's
a
just
really bad
podcast.
question?
yeah,
Missed
yeah.
that part.
Just a
bad.
podcast.
Yeah, you caught that.
It's just a podcast. You hear that, Mark?
Okay, we're
The-
done here.
No, so this big like boom camera. There was like a 6-man crew or 5-man crew doing the video. Like it seems like it was top notch. I hope it was all rolling and stuff. But
Yeah, they
find
forgot to hit
out.
record.
The boom
That's
camera was
true.
a fun experience.
yeah, we had there was like 10 fog machines honestly, and like laser lights and stuff. So it's gonna look sick. I did.
I
Yes,
did.
you couldn't.
Did you do a
That
flip?
wasn't recording when I did that.
Well, the camera was over.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
too late.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
happened.
It felt like, honestly, it felt like fucking like walking out as like a fucking wrestler or something with all the fog. Like it was
It was really cool.
it was almost a cheesy amount of fog, but I was fucking into it, man.
fucking right. It's
Yeah.
like you don't want to admit it, but it makes you feel a little badass.
And also, like, it really helps that like all the shots look great too, because there's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like fog and light beams in the background and shit.
Like speaking from my personal, like if we have a good light show and like even a little thing like fog, it just amps me up even more while we're on stage because it's like, yeah, this probably looks fucking cool for the people that are watching.
and like it was kind of nice. Like none of my gear fucked up that show for once. Yeah, Bo broke a string.
Bobo string.
Yeah, except for I didn't use my own amp. I used an amp that I wasn't crazy about and didn't like my tone and stuff. But yeah.
Sponsored by Red.
No, we didn't talk about that sponsor. I asked if we wanted to talk
Oh.
about the fucking Fusion Fest sponsors.
So
you guys
Bo.
just started talking about Torque again. That's what you get for not being here, Bo.
Well, we should mention that, Bo. Sorry, you're not here, Bo. No, but Bo actually works for Rev Amplification, Rev Amps, who sponsored Fusion Fest, and they had
Not
backline
Torque.
for the guitars, not Torque. Torque did
Guitar
not.
amps, just guitar amps.
Just amps.
They,
Torque is
they,
so
they brought
10
two
minutes,
amps, and Bo took the good one.
And I'm sure Bo would be able to elaborate on that more if he were here.
He built the amp that he played.
He built the amp.
Yeah,
that
he
played,
designed,
actually,
built,
funny enough,
like
yeah.
from like he fucking cut down the trees for the wood. He did everything, man.
Sanded it down.
He mined
Yeah.
the copper.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guy's the hardest worker at Rev.
Lumberjack Bo.
One amp takes 4 years to make.
How long was the set that you guys played there?
Half an hour, actually.
Yeah, it was only 30 minutes.
Yeah,
We had an hour prepared, but
Yeah.
then we found out the day before, 2 days before, that we were only playing a half-hour set.
I feel they probably didn't tell us. They probably told us way before that, and we just kind
maybe
of
they told
assumed
Evan.
that we were like,
Or maybe it was in an email.
like they told us
that
we were
Evan
headlining
checks.
or whatever, so we probably just assumed 45 minutes an hour at least.
But then we got there, and they told us that we could play as long as we want.
Oh.
So
Oh.
mixed signals.
Keep you on your toes.
We played him the half hour and took the cash and ran. Thanks, Fusion Fest.
Is that how you wrote the song?
See you next year, suckers.
You took the money.
Yeah.
Straight up though, it was a super fun festival. It was
Super
really
fun.
nice of them to have us out there. Awesome time.
Run really well.
That's none of your business.
Is he still in there?
We played hockey together. Actually, I was gonna say, do we want to talk about how we met? Funky Moose and Northern Royals.
Yeah, tell us, Evan.
I just
wanna
met these
hear
guys today.
Tell us. I can't wait.
How did you meet?
I don't know how the hell.
Well, you guys, who did you have on?
Great question.
Who did you have on?
Oh,
Weapons.
yeah. Yeah, I remember
He could
now.
tell you in one sentence.
No,
You
we
said-
should we
we
should
should
hear
talk
the drawn out version first.
Let's hear
Mark's
Evan's
gonna have a
version.
boring version. He sent us an email. Done. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Anyways,
He's hip.
we saw
Wait.
modern, hip, cool.
So does that mean we gotta give Weapons credit for this vinyl?
I think so.
What's up,
Did they
Weapons?
sponsor
Let's
it?
play a show.
No, they didn't sponsor it. Nice too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
no, I saw Weapons on Funky Moose because I've been following them, and their song by Baby Gone,
Right.
banger tune.
Great tune.
And
How does it go?
Bye, baby, gone.
There you go.
I like it. Sounds like a banger.
That was it. Also, I have to ask them. The end of that song sounds like the lead singer of Fall Out Boy. There's like one scream at the end of the song that sounds like Fall Out
Like
Boy.
that very last one.
Yeah, and it's totally different than the rest of the song. I find
We were rocking that out today in the hotel room.
we should listen to that later.
Great tunes.
But anyways, yeah, we saw Weapons on your podcast because we were following them, and then what do you mean?
For most of the interview, they were just cracking jokes. Every question we asked wasn't.
Is that not how you do interviews?
We had to cut out too, right?
Maybe.
Sounds like we gotta cut this. I cannot
Anyway.
confirm nor deny.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
Just kidding.
It's not a real
we need
story.
your cut now. Codes your cut sign.
Scene 2, take 7.
Thank you. You should get one.
Probably Amazon.
Dollarama.
You could make one.
2 pieces of plywood.
So I'm super eager to throw this record on the record player.
Yeah.
You want to spin it?
Yeah, I guess that was a really boring
Yeah.
story.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
Cody
finish the
just
story.
checked out.
Does
Sorry, I thought
anyone
he was done the story.
Does
Sorry.
anyone want to hear the story?
Bye, baby,
Not
gone.
fucking really.
Evan, how did you find Funky Moose Records? Tell us.
Oh, thank you, Kendra, for
I was in the
asking.
washroom
Great
for that part of
question.
the conversation. I'm sorry.
This is why we don't give Cody a mic on stage.
You asked me.
Turn off the mic. Turn off the mic. No, yeah. So we saw Weapons on Funky Moose. Reached out to you dudes. You guys were super awesome, and we've been talking for a year now.
At least. It was when I'm trying to think when Northern Royals was on the
his
show.
birthday last year.
It was my birth, September 25th
Oh.
last year, because we were
Soft
too
plug.
fucking drunk, and it was throwaway
Yeah.
footage.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah, because you watch every
Oh,
episode.
I'm sorry.
No, but that's true. So then, I don't know. Janelle and I, huge fans of you guys' music.
Thank you so
like
much.
Big time. You guys as well, 100%, right?
Oh yeah, we're here.
Oh yeah.
We're piggybacking
Yeah.
off.
Ex
them for every
Omerta's here,
compliment.
right?
Their
Totally
cover band's
decked out
better.
and our merch too.
We just look at Joel
Kidding.
and then he compliments us.
But yeah, it was like, I called up Mark and I'm like, fuck, like, do they have a record? You guys had mentioned on the episode that you would like to have it pressed on vinyl.
Yes.
So that's essentially how that started. And then I was talking.
It's almost like we planned that out.
I know, right? It's
Oh.
like Funky Moose Records. I wonder if they know
Manifest.
somebody, right?
These guys are dummies. They won't.
But yeah, so
I hope you
Thank
don't
you.
feel that way.
But yeah, no, Janelle and I just listening to the music, like big fans. We were like, fuck, these guys kick ass. Like, why aren't they further than where they are right now? Like, how did I not know of who they are and all that shit, right? So then I get a hold of Mark and I'm like, we should do this. Like, would you, like, if I can call Evan and talk him into it, right? Like, can
Talk us into you buying us vinyl.
well, that's
Anytime.
the first time. Yeah.
It was a hard sell. It was a really hard sell.
That
Tough
took a lot of
sale.
convincing. Yeah.
Took like 3 band
Take all
meetings.
the risk, man.
The greatest trade deal in the history of trade deals.
No, I'm dead serious. That's how much Janelle and I loved your music. We were like, fucking, let's, like, why isn't this on record? Let's do it as long as I make my money back. Let's fucking do this,
You,
right?
it might take a while, but you will.
Yeah, well, for sure, right? And
They own our music if it doesn't sell.
Yeah.
That's in the contract.
but it doesn't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It doesn't matter how long it takes because that's just how big of fans we are, and we wanted to be part of that and be able to help out in any way we can. That's what Funky Moose Records is about. We're here to help promote indie groups and get your guys' music out there in any way we can.
Hell yeah,
legit.
man.
And I know I can't tell you how much I personally and probably us as a group appreciate that. Like it's insane to hold that record in my hand. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Right?
And
Man.
it looks so good.
So good.
What did you guys think when I sent that Instagram story of that that test pressing record? Do you remember
Oh, we
that?
shit our pants. It was
was
like,
like,
oh
oh, fuck.
shit, that's our music being played on a fucking vinyl record right now.
Yeah,
Like,
Cody needed
I
some
never
Imodium
thought I would see
I don't-
that
after
day.
that.
Like,
Did I see this?
No, we didn't show you.
I don't know if I saw it.
We have a separate private group without you. Sorry, bud.
On Instagram, you probably missed it.
Yeah.
Business
honest.
only.
Get on
It's
it.
mostly talking shit about you and Bo.
The group is called NR minus cows.
Yeah, Bo's in it too, actually.
Fuck
He's
you.
not even here, but he's
Wait,
in that
I'm
chat.
in that one.
oh shit.
Exo's in that too, right? I think yeah, everyone's in that.
I have my own Northern Royals group chat with none of you guys in it. So fuck you guys.
It's a
Son of a-
monologue.
Checkers against the AI.
It's
Yeah.
just Kyle.
Just checkers though.
But yeah, why don't go ahead, go turn it, like put it on, spin it, and like we won't be able to air it, but I'll cut that part out. But spin it, and we'll just keep the recording.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's
we gotta go upstairs though.
Yeah, it's
But we
upstairs.
can hear it from down here, can't we?
If I crank it, probably.
Fucking send it, codes.
If we want, I can wait till we're
Yeah,
done.
we can do that.
I can wait till we're done the interview and we can put it on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Stop calling it an interview.
Sorry.
It's not. It's just a
Podcast.
silly podcast.
Oh yeah, it's just a podcast. That's right.
Yeah.
Who needs a beer? I keep talking to the mic like everyone. Who needs a beer?
I'll take a Coke.
Oh, I'll take a beer since Evan didn't give me my beer back.
Sweet.
Joel's on that.
Not in the mic?
Can you give me that, Jeff?
Jeff?
Oh, I want the Hefe.
Grab this for a sec.
Yes.
Yeah, and for anyone
Thank you.
wondering why EXO and Northern Royals are both being interviewed at the same time is because
It's not an interview.
Not an interview, yeah.
interview on this podcast,
Talked to on
talked
this
to,
podcast.
questioned,
I'm wondering about that too.
prison sentence. No,
Why the fuck
Why
are you
are you-
Well, Dale, where'd he go?
Dale sent me.
Dale's in the bathroom, yeah.
Dale sent me an address. He said, "Be there."
And
I
how
didn't
did
know
you
it
get
was
here?
happening.
They finally found me out.
No, Northern Royals and EXO have been super tight for the past like couple years, I would say.
I think okay. Well, there's a story that goes to this too, though.
Let's hear it.
Cody's version's the best.
I fucking
If you
fell
can
in love
understand
with
his
these
words.
guys. So I was just like, we were out visiting family one day, and I was scrolling Facebook, and I saw this video of this band playing at the Pyramid, and it was a video
EXO.
Talk Monster.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, who's this band? They must have been touring. This video's at the Pyramid. Really cool. And then I found out that you were all from Winnipeg, and I was like, Evan, we gotta fucking play with these guys, and we did, and the rest is pretty much history. But it was just, yeah, I don't know. It was just this weird serendipitous fucking thing that worked out.
Yeah.
It's kind of how we did the record for
I,
you.
I like woke up one day, we're all friends. And
Well, that's what
woke
it
up
seems
here.
like, right? Though, but that's what it seems like, right? It was like all of a sudden, bam. But
And then you started playing hockey together.
no.
But you know, it's like we've played a ridiculous amount of shows with you guys already. Like probably
Yep.
6 or 7 shows.
Every
together.
one of them.
And
We-
Cody's played drums for you
Yep.
at
Yes.
those
Oh,
shows,
yeah.
at
Yes.
that
That
EXO
show.
show. Ooh.
No.
It's one big family here. Like,
It
you
is.
guys
Yeah,
play a
it
cover
is.
show with them.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
These four are a cover band, and
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, like it's. I don't know. We just
Even
all
in
fucking
even in
gelled.
going,
Like
me and Eric were talking about this. Our former guitar player has a cover band too called the Coveralls.
That Bo plays in.
The Bo plays in, our guitar player. So like it's ridiculous how much. Maybe that's Winnipeg, I guess.
small town Winnipeg.
Winnipeg's part of it because it gets pretty incestuous in the music scene.
But we literally have had conversations, me and Dale, be like, we have to stop playing so many shows together. Because there was like one year we had like 3 shows together.
It was
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Like, is there no other like
that was
rock
every
bands we could play
Winnipeg
with?
show that we played that
Yeah.
year too.
Yeah.
The rock bands do come and go though. So
They do, yeah.
We're here to stay,
That's the
guys.
thing.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well, here's
whether
the-
you like it
when
or
you
not.
when you guys book gigs, are you knowingly booking the gigs that the other band is at, or is it like after we're like, oh, we're playing on the 11th, and you're like, fuck, so are we?
Well, yeah.
Like, how does it go?
The show on the 11th is like Dead
Little
Levy,
bit both, yeah.
who you guys obviously know.
Right.
They contacted both of us and were like, "Yeah, we're coming to Winnipeg, you guys."
Yeah,
wanna-"
we didn't even book that together.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and now we're playing another show with them again.
Well,
Go
the,
for it.
the
Yeah.
funniest thing is because there's been this big hiatus since COVID. I was like, yeah, I know we've played a lot of shows together, but when we come back, we got to do this big fucking Northern Royals EXO show, and it's gonna happen because of Dead Levy though, which is
Yeah.
the random factor to that equation. But
Yeah, they're usually pretty conceptualized in advance. It's like we know
Yeah.
months
Yeah.
down the road that it's going to be EXO and Northern Royals, and then one other act or 2 other acts, like the release show that we did a couple summers ago.
so fun.
Yeah, that was a great show, and we'll have some
At
at the
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
The Goodwill. Yeah.
and we'll have some live
the one that Cody
videos
played
from
drums
that
on.
pretty soon coming out. So yeah, it looked great.
Good reminder.
that was like one of my first
I
shows.
think so.
We're a package deal.
Yeah. We have discounted
But
price.
will you all fit in the tour van?
One way
I'm
or
gonna get a
another.
trailer.
Goes
We'll
on
get a
top.
trailer. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Spencer can ride on top.
Yeah, strap them down.
our own
Spencer.
Like Bo
Who's
and Scott.
Spencer?
Yeah.
I don't know who Spencer Bow are, but they keep them being brought up.
Just kidding. Love you, Spencer and Bo.
Yeah, definitely the camaraderie in the music scene here in Winnipeg, especially. I've noticed it, without a doubt. I've been fucking plugging into your Instagram lives and stuff
Yep.
like that too,
Yep.
right? So, and then always hitting this guy up all the time. But yeah, and then you guys also like I don't know what the hell the name of the band is. I know you got your Wolf NFG going.
Yeah.
But there was you two, and there was Matt, and then the Ash from Ash
Yeah.
and the Arsonist, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
fucking collaborated, and we just had Ash on the show not that long ago too.
really?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
They were at Fusion Fest too. Yeah.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. Ash and the Arsonist. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were there too.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I think we got there right as their set was starting, so we didn't catch it. But
Right.
Big
I heard it
fan.
I heard a little bit from the campsite, and it sounded fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome
Everything from
too.
the campsite sounded just like
Except for Ash and the Arsonist.
right. That came through clear.
So, but the collabs that you guys did, like
Yeah.
when you did the Linkin Park, and there was something recent. Was the Linkin
The
Park one?
filter one,
filter
yeah.
song.
Filter. Oh
yeah.
fuck that
yeah.
rock, dude! I just blared that at the lake. Hey.
I love that song. Yeah.
Funny,
Oh,
is
yeah.
I've been telling Evan for years that NR should cover that song, and
Yeah,
then
you
he
guys
fucking sang it and nailed it.
Yeah.
And he came over like the one day that we recorded the vocals for that. It was so funny because it was literally like an hour of him laying stuff down and being like, "Oh, maybe let's do an entire like whisper track and we'll overdrive it like crazy." And it was just like a couple takes, and it was like, "Well, yeah, you nailed it again." Like,
Nice.
More
so he'd been rehearsing it secretly
incestual band members.
in the shower
Yes,
with
right.
Cody. Yeah.
But no, I think actually would have loved about that.
That's when we have the best ideas in the show.
Your best idea is covering
Should
Linkin
we
Park.
wash our armpits? No.
Yeah,
let's talk
no.
about music.
Kyle, what's
I
your
said filter.
Kyle? What's your
sorry.
favorite Linkin Park song?
The one with the Dragon Ball Z fucking montage.
Oh,
it's,
Points of Authority.
One step closer to the edge.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a few.
I love how
Oh,
you
I
knew
think
more
you
than
mean
I
Dragon
did
Ball
there.
Z
I thought
theme
you hated
song.
Linkin Park.
Now that would be great.
But yeah, that cover we did, Dale had like 2 closet doors
Yep.
that weren't installed. We just put them in the middle of the basement and put blankets over it,
Yep.
and it was actually like pretty good.
And then we
sound,
had
I
the
thought.
humidifier holding one door up,
Right.
the other one hanging up against the exposed beam in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was
whatever works.
DIYs you can
Studio
get.
level.
That was pretty much Len's vocal booth for you when we recorded at
That's
bedside.
right, that's
he had
right.
like 3 like
blankets
house
and like
doors
yeah.
and
Mhm.
covered in blankets.
There you
That's-
go.
And that's all it was.
We won a contest for recording 3 songs at bedside, right?
Yeah.
And we did what was it? Against the Grain, To the Floor, and an unreleased song called Power Ballad.
Oh, power salad.
This is the first time we've ever mentioned that on
Power salad.
Now we
No,
need
it's
to
called
go
Power
Now I'm
Ballad.
hungry.
I want to. I'll show you. I'll show
Okay,
you.
okay.
Now I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
So wait, why is it not released?
Because it's terrible.
It's a.
Because it's
slow.
wow.
It's like
really
10
a
minutes
ballad.
long.
I don't think we've ever released a ballad. It's a 5-minute long song, and it's just.
Get it over with.
It's-
yeah,
it's-
yeah. It
It's
was one of
3
those
chords
ones-
the entire song.
Yeah.
There's like good parts, but it's not good.
Why don't I ever? No, that was tonight.
It's their people
Just post
sleeping.
it to TikTok and like only give them like 5 seconds
Oh.
of sound. Yeah.
This- you know what?
Make a little dance with it too.
Yeah.
That's true. I will
Start-
say
start a new TikTok dance.
There's no dancing to the song.
But
the
you
song-
gotta make it. You have to on TikTok.
the song did have some good.
There's no dance to this song. It's so slow.
Moments.
The song had some good moments in it, but altogether, it was a little boring.
If we raise like 60 grand on a GoFundMe, we'll release it.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm game.
60 grand.
60 grand. Gift Funky Moose 100 subs on Twitch, and Northern
There you go.
Royals will drop. Power salad.
Power ballad.
Power
I
salad.
call it power salad.
Ex
Well, we wrote
Omerta
it,
calls
like-
it power salad.
Actually,
I
that was
can
our former guitar player, Eric Radley, was like jokingly playing 3 chords to like so we could solo over it for a jam. And we're like, let's do that. He's like, no, let's not. And I was like, let's do it.
Okay.
And then he left the band. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the record, I voted against power ballad in that.
Oh, now he says it.
No, that's been
Now
true
he
for
says
the
it.
last however many.
Was that
fucking
a
years.
Supernova show that you guys did that you won that?
Supernova.
No.
What was that? How'd you?
I don't know. Was that Clint Boyer's charity thing?
Yes, we no
boy, that's a long
Evan
story.
Oh, oh boy.
Evan bid on a silent auction prize at
Right.
Clint's 90s tribute show that he
Right.
did.
Oh,
And
For
we
charity.
got it. So we actually got a bunch of merch from that package too.
Yeah, it was
So
a
we
sweet
got a bunch
package.
of merch. We got 3 songs from Len, and then
Mastering
whatever
from
else,
Jamie's
mastering
guitar
from
at
Jamie.
what's his
Oh,
thing
nice.
called?
Out of Town Sound.
Out of Town Sound. Shout out to Out of Town Sound. Do you guys use Out of Town Sound? Ex Omerta?
we use Lander.
We haven't. No.
Lander.
Don't tell them our
Is that a monthly subscription?
Yeah, I think so.
$2.99.
Yep.
$2.99 a month.
Yep.
Oh, is
Nice.
it time to mention our next sponsor?
This hour brought to you.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something. Yeah, I don't got any more questions.
I do. I have a question for Dale.
Oh.
On the for Wolf NFG, the producing side of it, like those Insta lives that you were doing.
Yeah.
Were you always producing the music like pre-COVID, or was COVID the
No.
push that made you like, I gotta learn how to do this?
Scott has been using like Ableton, which is like the DAW, the audio workstation that we use.
All right.
And he's been using that for years and kind of showing me as much as I ever needed to know to like arm a recording when it came
Yeah,
to like
okay.
recording our demos and our albums and stuff. And then Winnipeg went into like the really hardcore lockdown back in November. And we were in the midst of starting to write a lot of material at that time. So I remember I just kind of like freaked out and I went to Best Buy one day and bought a computer and yeah, sponsored by Best Buy.
He was making a lot of really great music on his phone with like GarageBand, and nothing against that. If you can like get the right setup, you can do some cool things. But it just like could never get to where it needed to go.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then he bought the computer and was like just
Yeah.
whole game changer.
Exactly. And so yeah, me and Scott have been like co-producing most of our stuff since then, and we're like 20 plus songs into having new
Right,
material
man.
written right now, and it's sounding super amazing. And we did the end of the world.
Right.
That was a track that I wrote and kind of designed back then, and then we reworked it together before the release. And we've got a new song coming out September 10th called Sunshine. That was Scott who pretty much did the same thing and did all of it for this song.
Nice.
And we've got a ton of material now that we were able to do very much on our own and make it sound kick-ass.
Are you gonna play Sunshine at the September 11th show?
Oh yeah.
Please. Pretty please.
Yep.
Can I play drums with you guys?
Yeah, we'll have Cody again. Yeah.
Can I play drums?
No, I haven't learned the part yet. So
Tell me.
Right. I got to learn the song.
the first time we ever produced though was the second take. So we had done a live off the floor record, and we didn't really know what we were doing. We barely knew anything about even like properly miking up stuff. But we had a good friend help us from Studio 23, Jody Hunter, and he was able to do all the engineering for us. And we tracked there, and then we got a bunch of like stuff that was not to a grid. It was all performed live, so there's like lots of bleed, but that's kind of like what we wanted. It was about like 6 to 8 tracks, and that was where we first dipped our toes in the producing world. Which, if you start working with any type of audio, you realize like that's the last thing you ever want to get into, because you want to work with like
clean, isolated audio.
Where you can do anything, not stuff that has like carryover across every mic, so that if you make one move, you have to then do it to the overheads, do it to the room mic, do it to the guitar mic that's also picking up the vocals. So
so that was a crash course in learning how to kind of mix and produce and design music, and I think that really helped us. So that was our first release we got to do during the pandemic, was putting out all of those songs. It's been a long pandemic, right?
We were playing cover shows. I remember you showing. I remember you showing us mixes of the second take after some cover shows.
It's
like, that was
been a long one.
And you guys recorded your first album like in a cabin.
Yeah. So so
it's been a huge change, right? Like
that one we were working with the producer, which was really fun. And we recorded it at a good friend who's in a previous band with me, Brett Righteous. We recorded it at his cabin.
Oh, like Jay's cabin?
At Jay's cabin, yeah. We were, and it's like an awesome cabin, kind of like anything you'd want, like big, huge drum sounds. Like the stories are like the ceilings were probably like 15
like
feet
vaulted, like triangular ceilings. It was perfect.
So it was an awesome room, and we were gonna do it at Spencer, our bassist's cabin, but I think his like pipes froze and that sort of thing, and Bright Righteous was a band that I was in that had just finished tracking like 6 or 8 songs, and so we kind of just like the room was already all set up, so we just went there and did the first record, and it was really cool. Yeah.
I want to ask you guys about the song Zane as
well.
I want to ask Scott about the song
My
Zane.
mic wasn't on, so I have to ask about the song Zane.
I love that song.
Right, so if like my go-to Ex Omerta song, like if like I play all my music on fucking YouTube. I'm sorry, that's just what I do. I'll go to YouTube and I'll find a set list, whatever, right? But if I'm playing Ex Omerta, Zane is my number one, and there's only one version of it, which is that live version, right? Have you, So what's the deal with that? Like, you didn't record it?
We did that live performance of it, and I think that we did that mix ourselves actually, but we really didn't know what we were doing all the way back then in terms of audio design.
I guess we don't even consider that like our producing days.
Exactly.
Slap it together.
All the pre-recorded, all the like the stock EQs that I could find.
That's the video I had to learn from when I played that song with you guys.
Right. And then I think so we did that. We went to do our first album shortly after that video came out actually, and there was that song, and there was a couple others that just kind of got left on the chopping block back then, and we never revisited. But me and Scott recently, we've been talking about in some of the new material that we have coming out soon. We're like, we should probably try to figure out how to.
People just keep on asking us about it.
The real story about Zane, and people fucking love it.
Yeah.
Remember you guys playing at the Cavern on Osborne? Shout out to the Cavern. Which is
R.I.P.
No longer. They're no longer. Yeah, it's the underground now.
And then
it's like a little
totally just as cool.
a basement with a pillar
totally.
in the middle of the stage. Like it's the perfect rock and roll
no, I've never
grunge venue.
Yeah.
And these guys played Zayn, and everyone loved it. People always want to hear Zayn, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, Ex Omerta hates their fans and does not
They just
want
want
to
them
put
to
out
all
Zayn.
go fuck themselves and
You
not
wanna-
listen to.
should we just start
Shit you
covering
not,
it?
Man, that's my fucking go-to Ex
Well, it's
Omerta
funny
song.
because even people in Winnipeg always want to hear that song, and then we hit the road and we rarely play it when we do that. And
there's got to be
we
a
had-
reason, man. What's the reason? Right?
The-
There's something
the
you're not
only
saying.
reason is like
It's written by someone else.
no. I think
It's a deep
ghost
cut
right.
cover.
It's a ghost right.
the chorus was like we had some concept in mind because I think it was like the band One Direction broke up and they all started releasing solo stuff. Yeah, this is you guys want you wanted
the
it, okay?
story. You wanted the story.
I knew this had a One Direction connection. I knew it did.
Oh yeah.
Rock and roll Zane.
Exactly.
They all started releasing their own stuff, and at the time we were like very much like we hated pop music, we hated rap music.
Yeah.
Like we were just like rock all the way,
Yeah.
and then we're like, what if one of them became like a rock guy?
Yeah.
Hulkamania.
And so then we like had this concept of a One Direction member with a massive ego, which may or may not be true in real life. Probably,
But we
true.
decided that it's true, and it's Zayn Malik.
Yeah.
We just decided.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then I think because of the lyrics in the chorus, we were like, oh, it's a goof song. It's just like super goofy. Let's not even deal with it.
But it's not. Like that's
But
even
it
one
ki-
of
yeah,
my
it
favorite
kicks
EXO
so much
songs, man.
ass.
Like it's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It's got everything it needs. It's
Yeah,
fucking-
I
it's
think we
catchy, it
listened
bangs.
with fresh ears not long ago, and that's what spurred us on. We were like, "This is a cool fucking song. I see why people like
It
it."
is.
So
It's fucking
good.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that was even. We were on beer. Was it beer for breakfast together?
Yep. Yep.
Before your album release.
Right.
I just remember that comment where like, all right, Dale, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Zayn is not on the album.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I remember that too.
exactly. But there was people who were like kind of legitimately upset about
Oh hell
that.
yeah!
And even it was
you
just,
asked Meg, she was choked.
it's a funny thing because, like I said, like we don't really like that's one that we never really played when we would hit the road or anything. And we did a set with we toured with League of Wolves last year.
Oh, nice.
Like right before.
Yeah,
big
love
shout out
League
to
of
them
Wolves.
because they're amazing. And we played with them out west right before the pandemic hit. And in February we played in Winnipeg, and we had to fill like an hour and a half of music or something. So we were like, well, we have to play Zayn. And League of Wolves came up at the end of the set, and they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, killer set as always. They're like, what was that last song? We were like,
Fuck.
no.
Fuck, man, it's so
You guys
good.
can't. You
It's
can't
so fucking
fight
good.
it anymore.
Yeah,
You can't fight
that's
it.
just it.
I think if you guys if you re-record it or release
Yeah,
it
yeah.
or anything, you got to give Funky Moose a shout out on that too.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
calling
Give the
it
people what they
that's-
want.
If it comes back
I'm
out,
young, I'm hot, I'm
taking
fresh,
a
I'm
little.
funky.
You get a little bit of credit for
Why don't you
that.
guys
Yeah.
give us like a
That
little sound by like produced by?
Yeah, give us a producer tag.
Yeah. Subscribe
I'm
to
young,
the
I'm hot.
Patreon account. Fuck.
Yeah, like the Metro Boomin tag.
We need $35 a month.
I have an
Next 4 years.
I have an idea.
You just do. I'm young, I'm hot, I'm fresh, I'm funky moose. Zayn.
Oh,
There we go.
can Northern Royals purchase Zayn? If
Yeah,
you guys
can
aren't
that
gonna
be our
use
song?
it?
Yeah, we'll make it an NFT.
Can we own that shit?
And then
Buy
it's
it from
yours.
you. How
Yeah.
much do you want?
You guys are neglecting it.
Like, I mean, we're not rich. $100.
Yeah.
If it's not copyrighted, like we don't really have to ask.
It's not on SoCan.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah.
It is on ours in 10 minutes.
Yeah. You might as well take
Oh,
the whole album too, because
that is our song.
registered. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are at Ex Omerta now.
Well, I
Strange
think
twist of fate.
I think we're gonna end this, you guys. So, like I mentioned at the top, thank you guys so much for for doing the collab and having the record press. Like, it's huge, man. We're gonna fucking push the shit out of it.
Don't thank us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for letting us into your home, for sure. And,
Welcome anytime.
but let's thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
on
you.
this day.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to shut everything off. We're gonna go spin that record and fucking
rights.
party. That's what's
Let's
going on
do
here.
it.
Let's do it.
I'm into it.
Christmas ain't so much energy building up in me. There's gotta be a way to grow and live as fantasy. No, it's getting hard. I know you're getting tired. Just remember that it's always gonna be the three. Then you and me. Oh, what can I do? Hey, 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 hey. Who can I fool? Who can I fool? What can I do? What can I do? Who can I fool? Who can I fool? Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to hear a crazy fucking solo? Come ask you, the new fella. Let's hear it! Now! What can I do? Hey, 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 who can I fool? Who can I fool? What can I do? What can I do? Who can I fool? Who can I fool? Who can I fool? Oh, 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 who can I fool? Yeah! Ow!